Hello programmers, here's our first challenge that we have to program. It's called the Roomba Challenge. And the idea is that you have a job interview with the Roomba vacuum company as an engineer. And when you go to the interview, here is your first question. We're going to pretend that the wheels on your test bed are the vacuum cleaner's wheels. We want to see if you can press a bump switch to turn both motors on at half speed, and then press the bump switch a second time to have the motors reverse direction, run for 3.5 seconds, and then stop. Alright, so what would we do? Let's go take a look at Robot C. When you start it up, here's a couple things we got to do. Let's check our settings. I go to Robot, Platform Type. I want to make sure there's a black dot by the VEX 2.0 Cortex, and there's a check by Natural Language PLTW. So that's good. Then I go up the robot command to communication mode, and there should be a dot by USB only. Excellent. Last step for settings, I go to View, Preferences, and I want to make sure there is no check mark by the auto file save. Since there isn't, I'm good. I'm ready to start writing my program. Okay, I click New File. It's a tab way up here in the upper left. I notice it says Task Main, and I have to tell the computer what I am going to plug in, and I have a test bed. So I click the button that said Motor and Sensor Setup. Then I use this drop-down menu to find GTT Test Bed. It's the second item down. Okay, I can look at the picture, and that's pretty much what we put together and what we are using. Click OK, and now line 1 of my program tells me that I'm going to plug in a GTT test bed. Okay, what do we got? We have to press a button so that both motors start. All of our commands are under this heading called Natural Language. For a button, it's an until command. So I'm going to say until bump. I'm going to drag that over and put it here in line 6. So until bump. What has to happen? Well, motors are going to start. So I'm going to find the motor button, which is under movement, and the middle command says start motor. So I have to drag one over. It's going to be the right motor. I'm going to drag the other over, which is the left motor. So right now my code is until bump, start motor, start motor. Now it's time to be a little more specific. It says sensor port. That is asking which switch I should press to get the program started. I'm going to double click that word, and I'm going to type in bump switch. Okay, bump. And then I'm going to check the delay time. I'm going to double click my delay time and just type 0. Okay, if you want to type 100, it's 100 milliseconds, that's fine too. Next, I'm going to double click motor port under start motor, and this is asking which motor do you want to start. I'm going to start the left motor. Okay. Speed, my directions told me to start it at half speed, so I can go around 67, will be about half speed. Line 8 says motor port, I have to change that. This one I'm going to change to right motor. Okay. Same speed, 67. Okay, so now my code is bump the bump switch, and both motors will start turning at about half speed. The next part of this program is to hit the bump switch a second time and have the motors reverse direction. Here's the easy way to do it. I can highlight everything I've already done. I can copy that, and I can paste it. In order to get my motors to spin the opposite direction, all I have to do is put a negative sign in front of the numbers. Now when I hit the switch the first time, they'll travel clockwise, and when I hit the switch a second time, they'll move counterclockwise. Okay? I said that I want this to happen for 3 seconds, so under Natural Language, I'm going to find my wait command. There's wait. They're supposed to run for 3.5 seconds. So I double click the wait time and type in 3.5. Don't need seconds, automatically assumes it's going to be seconds. And what's going to happen after that time? Well, the motors are going to stop. So I'm going to click movement, stop motor, movement, stop motor. Okay. And then motor port, I want to stop the left motor, and I want to stop the right motor. Oops. When I'm done, I think my code is good. I can click compile. If there's an error, it would be down here in this box, and I don't see any error, so I can go ahead, download the robot, and see if that code works. Try it on your own. Good luck.